Hello, students. Today we are going to start the last three topics of learning topic. These are factors affecting learning, study habits in learning, and learning during health and sickness. Let's start with the factors affecting learning. There are many factors that are going to affect our learning. Now, all of us are well aware about this fact that what is the meaning of learning. Learning is possible only when you are going to practice for that particular skill for a certain period of time. So, if I want to learn that particular skill in an effective way, then the most important thing that is required is undivided attention. Means I must uh, listen or observe that thing with full attention, with full awareness. I'm going to use my intelligence. I am going to set a goal that for these many days I am going to do practice for this particular skill and for at this particular time. And it is possible only when you are going to devote your 100%, that includes your time, your energy, your practice with 100% attention. So, if I want to make my learning as an effective learning, there are many factors that are responsible for that, and these factors include first factor is motivation. Motivation, as we have already discussed this thing, motivation can be defined as an inner force or energy. Because of that inner force, we are going to achieve our goal. If we don't have that inner force or inside or an energy inside us, then I'll not be able to be focused upon my goal. So the first and the most important thing factor that is going to affect your learning, that is motivation. If you are enough motivated to learn anything in your life, then definitely you are going to become an effective learner. That means you are going to be skillful in that particular skill. And on the other hand, if you are not enough motivated in that learning processes, that is going to affect your learning in a negative way. Then the second factor that is going to affect your learning is intelligence. Means how are you going to use your IQ to learn that particular thing. See, all of us have equal level of intelligence in all of us, but it's all about, it depends upon each and everyone that how are we going to use our intelligence in a proper way. Some people who are having high level of IQ, they are able to use their intelligence in a better way as compared to the people who don't know how to use their intelligence. So that means the person who is well aware about his intellectual skills, he'll be able to learn the things in a better way as compared to the person who is having low level of intelligence level. Then third is the maturation. One must practice the learning skills according to their maturity level. I have already cleared this thing in the laws of learning. That was the first minor law of maturation. That if you are going to learn things that is not according to maturity level, then yes, this is going to affect your learning processes. Then the physical condition of the learner. Whenever you are going to learn anything, you must take care about your physical health. Means if you are physically not fit, you are having any kind of headache, eye pain, or it may be some pain in your body. Because of that, it is going to, because we have already covered that there is a positive relationship between your body and mind. If something happens in your body, then definitely this is going to affect your mindset. So that means physical conditions, this also includes your surroundings also. That if you are not physically fit plus your learning environment is not good, then definitely this is going to affect your learning in a negative way. But on the other hand, if you are physically fit and fine, your surroundings are good, then definitely this is going to affect your learning in a positive way. Good working condition, that is called as your environment. Whenever you are going to learn anything, your environment should be positive, it should be neat and clean, so that you'll be able to concentrate in a better way. That is going to affect your learning also in positive way. Then the next is mental health. Mental health is also going to affect your learning. Whenever you are going to learn anything, let's say you are not internally fit and fine, there is some kind of stress that is continuously affecting you, you are having some kind of tensions in your mind. So basically, whenever we are learning anything, we have some doubts, we don't have enough confidence, I am having low self esteem or low self confidence, that it means I am having poor mental health, I am not emotionally stable. So these kinds of things then definitely are going to affect your learning skills. And the last is the length of the working period. Length of the working period, how this thing affects your learning skill. For example, your learning capacity just for 45 minutes, then and if you are just going to just increase this time period just so that you can learn many more things in at one particular time, then I think here you are going wrong. First of all, you must know your capabilities, your concentration level, then plan accordingly, so that you can plan when you are going to plan accordingly, that this is what my uh, learning period is, and after that I am going to take a break, and then again you can start with the same skill. So that means you must know how you are going to decide the length of your working period, so that you can use your time and your energy in a positive way, and that is going to affect your learning also in a positive way. So these are some of the factors that plays important role in the effective learning. Now, after this, there is a topic that is study habits for learning. So, this is for all of you students, that how you can develop some good habits so that you can learn in a better way. So, there are many principles of effective learning or effective study, and before dealing with those principles and techniques of learning, it is important that you must understand and evaluate that what are the main common difficulties that many of the students face during their study period. These difficulties are absence of interest, that means you don't feel like interest in that particular topic. You have poor mental hygiene, you are dealing with emotional stressful situations, you have poor knowledge, you don't have enough resources, you are not able to read properly, basically you are having reading disabilities, and many other things. So to solve these kinds of difficulties, here are the some principles or the effective study learning habits that are going to help you in future to learn in a better way. The first is the clarity of purpose. Whenever you are going to study anything, there should be always a clear purpose, that this is what exactly I am going to do. That means the clarity of purpose. Your purpose should be clear to you, that at this particular time I am going to do this thing. Then when you are clear about your purpose, then you need to plan about your learning period. That again I have already told you this thing, that if you are going to learn for 45 minutes, then within 45 minutes, after 45 minutes, you are going to not going to learn for 46 minutes, because this is what your learning period is planned. So now plan the learning period, then get start promptly. Get start promptly means whatever you have decided and your timetable, immediately start learning. Don't ever try to postpone your things for tomorrow. It may be that don't start with like 45 minutes or 60 minutes, but if you are going to study for 10 minutes only, but you need to start anyhow, then, when you are going to start your study, immediately start taking meaningful notes and outline. Whatever you are going to study, start taking the meaningful notes from them. And if you feel like this line is important in you, just start making the outline for that. And if you feel like your study material is lengthy, then in between start making frequent summaries. Like this learning topic is lengthy, what I did, I divided the topic in four classes, and then I am just giving you the lecture, and at the last of each lecture I am making frequent summaries. So this is going to help you to clear your things in a better way. Then surveying the assignment as a whole. At last, just use the law of whole, that yes, this is what exactly I studied today. Habit to making association between two courses. This is the law of association, whatever, whenever you are going to study, for example, anatomy, physio syllabus. So these topics are interconnected. Whenever you are going to study anatomy, side by side you can use physiology also, because this is what how you are going to use law of association. Then reviewing, overlearning, and reciting. Try to develop the habit of doing a review, and overlearning means start doing practice. The more you are going to practice, the more you are going to recite the thing, the more effective your learning will be. Proper physical surroundings are also going to help you in your study habits. Let's say that if your room is not clean, if your table is not clean, if there are so many things that are going in your mind, if you are not physically healthy, if you are not mentally healthy, then definitely this is going to affect negatively your study habits. So whenever you are going to develop some good study habits, try to make the proper physical surroundings. Your environment should be neat and clean, so that you just feel good that yes, you are going to study. Then the students on preparation for effective study habits. You can also use your own preparation. So means basically what I want to say here, every person, every student is unique in his own way, and you cannot put the same principles on one student or to the another, because every person is different. It may be that one student who is having good stamina to sit for a 2 hours, but it may be that one student who can just sit for 25 minutes, and he can use the same skill in that 25 or 30 minutes. So that means it completely depends upon the person to person also. You can use your skills however you can do, but the most important thing is that yes, if you are going to develop your study habits in a proper way, then in future it is going to help you in your mental health. It is going to help you in choosing your goal. It is going to help you in you can say fulfilling your goal, means each and everything in your life. So study habits is one of the most important thing that you must adopt during the student life. Now we'll move towards the last topic of this learning topic, that is learning during health and sickness, or role of nurse. In your exam, five mark question may come like this: learning during health and sickness, or role of nurse. So modern nursing is a complicated and challenging profession. A student nurse should understand the true nature of learning and the factors on which effective learning depends. See, now in the whole topic, we talked about first of all what is the meaning of learning, what are the different types of learning, steps means whenever we are going to learn anything, what are the most important steps that we must take during that learning period, and we must have some purpose, we must follow some goals in our life. We can use certain theories like trial and error, classical conditioning, operant conditioning in our lives to learn better. So that means first of all she must have a well defined purpose, that I have already told you in that motivation and goal. You must have that inner force inside you that I want to learn this thing. After you decide this thing, just make a goal that this is what exactly I want to learn, and then just pursue with you can see your passion. That it does not mean that just make a goal and then just sit. No, whenever you are going to plan something, plan for a goal and then start doing practice for that also. Definitely you are going to face some problems, but try to solve those problems one by one, because if you are going to keep your passion alive to learn something in your life, then definitely at the end of the day you will be an effective learner. Then she also has to acquire a great deal of information, and this she can do through the use of books, lectures, and discussions. She has to cultivate a habit of looking for the essential thought in all material she reads, should make outlines. These are all the study habits I have already discussed in the last topic, that you must develop some good study habits to make your learning possible in an effective way. And if you are not going to learn effectively, then that means you are not putting enough practice. So basically you must do enough practice to learn anything in your life. When you are going to practice for a certain period of time, then definitely it is going to increase your self confidence, and you are going to learn this thing, that how you can take care of your physical and mental health. Side by side, you can also uh, give the same suggestions to the others, that I adopted these techniques, and you can also use these techniques to learn in a better way. So there are many skills which a nurse has to acquire, like applying and adjusting bandages, making a bed, manipulation instrument, bathing, and massaging patients, cleansing wounds, handling dishes, clothing, and other articles. And modern nursing requires skills in many complicated techniques. So basically, what if you want to learn all these skills proficiently or effectively, then you must do practice in your day to day life. For example, when you are a student nurse, first of all, your teachers, they just give you the theoretical knowledge about that particular skill. Then you observe them when they are demonstrating you. Then you daily, you go to the lab, or you are going to the hospital, you are practicing that skill on the patient, so that you can learn in a better way. Initially, it may be that you feel like it's very difficult for them, but if you are continuously making some efforts, you are doing practice, then definitely at the end of the day, it will be like a play of the some seconds, that you will be able to uh, use that particular skill even in your learning, as well as if you want to give the same knowledge to the others, it will be very easy for all of you. So basically, learning topic is going to give us the knowledge how can we learn better by making some goals in our life. Yes, you can use different theories in your life. For example, if there is some new situation and you don't know how to solve that, then blindly you can use trial and error learning theory. If there is one person at your home, or a child who you feel like this person is having some bad habits, simply you can use operant conditioning to eliminate those habits. Or if you want to develop some good habits in you as well as in the others, you can use operant conditioning. And if you want the learning possible, that if you want that a child should become a disciplined person, then you can use classical conditioning theory. You can also use sign learning theory. So that means it's all up to you, that how are you going to use the knowledge of this learning topics, laws of learning, in your personal as well as for your professional growth. So this is all about learning topic. If you will have any doubts or any questions, you can just write in the comment box. I'll give you the answers of those questions. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.